Hello, hello. Welcome to week 5 of the Style Challenge. Every week, we try to do a little something to help you show up as your best version of you with how you style, creating your effortless signature style. And today, we're talking about personal branding. So, this is for your visual personal brand. And who is this for? If you are a thought leader in your industry, if you are an expert in your industry, you need to be building a personal brand, even if you work for someone. Maybe you don't consider yourself an entrepreneur. Maybe you are currently hired and working, and you think that you're good to go. But I want to encourage you, if you are a thought leader, if you are an industry expert, having your own personal brand is where the industries in general are going. If you want to maybe someday write a book, if you want to be a speaker, if you want to bring clients into a specific business, company, they're going to come to you because they know you, they like you, they trust you, they understand who you are in the industry, and you are going to become more valuable for that company. So, whether you're an entrepreneur, you're a realtor, you're a physician, building a personal brand online can be very valuable for you. And we're going to take it from the point of view of how you are presenting yourself. As I am a fashion stylist, image expert, I can help you build your style, right? Your iconic style through your personal branding. So, we're going to be talking about today how you can actually do that. The way that you dress is sending a message. What is that message saying? So, last week on the podcast, I talked about clothes that speak your brand language. Well, how do you actually do that? How do you take your personal style that you love to wear and then blend it effortlessly with your iconic brand image? And so that's what I'm going to walk you through today. So, we all have a personal brand image, just so you know. We all have one. Some of us are using it as a tool, and some of us are just getting dressed and showing up every day. So, your personal brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. That is what your personal brand is. So, whether you have a business or not, whether you're even working or not, you have a personal brand. And the way that businesses started was, previously it was the industry or industrial age, right? Where people came, they were factory workers, they were creating products. And then the model went to like this information, right? It's like the digital age. Well, we're now coming to personal branding. So, regardless of what your industry is, having a strong personal brand is where you want to be. Okay, if you, like I said, if you want to be a thought leader, if you want to be seen as a industry leader and you want to stand out. I follow doctors online, I follow chiropractors online, I follow all sorts of people who are showing up, and I like them and I want to learn from them. And when I need their services, you better believe that they're the ones that I'm going to call when I need some help in that area. So, how do you actually blend in your personal style with your brand image? So, I'm going to show you. I am live online right now. So, if you would like to, if you're listening to the podcast and you want to have access to these slides, just send me a message and I can show them to you. So, we first, before you even think about building your personal style, your personal brand image, where it gets really confusing is you might even not even know what your personal style is. So then how could you actually build your personal brand image, right? The visually. So here we go. There are 4 phases of iconic style, and it's going to end with having an iconic personal brand, your visual image of your brand. So, number 1, you got to have the foundation of your personal style, which is your color analysis, knowing what colors look best on you, knowing what silhouettes are going to look best on you, and really feeling confident about your hair and makeup. Like, that's just the foundation of everything that can happen fairly quickly. So, if you are at a place where you're at that phase 1, let's get you moving. We can get you moving past that really, really fast. That's just knowledge that you need, and it can happen. So, if you're waiting there, contact me. We need to get you through phase 1. Phase 2 is having your essentials. It's knowing what core wardrobe pieces you need to have in your wardrobe, knowing how to accessorize those core pieces, and to create an outfit that you love. People who are in phase 2 tend to need style guides to direct them of how to style themselves. They're leaning heavily on other people's opinions. They have a little bit of knowledge, but they don't really trust themselves with what looks good on them and what doesn't. And I don't want you to judge yourself if that happens to be where you are. Just be aware of it. Just recognizing, oh, yeah, I don't really trust myself on what to put together that looks good on me. Totally fine. We can work with you and help you get through phase 2. And using style guides and inspiration is totally fine until you can get to phase 3, which is high level style. You know your signature style. You feel very comfortable with color theory, putting some outfits together. You might not know color theory in great detail, but you know how to use color to create beautiful standout outfits that don't look cookie cutter. They don't look like that you used a style guide that everybody else in your profession is using, right? You have your unique style and you feel great in that. You know how to create amazing outfits that goes beyond the shirt and the jeans and wearing a pair of shoes that match that and all that. Okay? You've got this signature style down. Now, phase 4. And I used to include this in the 4 phases of style, but this is a whole other caliber. Not everyone wants to have an iconic personal brand. But if that is you, you need to be in phase 4. This is knowing your brand image and aligning your personal style while you're on at work. Now, you don't have to dress like that 7 days a week, 24/7, right? You have your iconic personal brand while you're working that's representing your brand because you are the face of your business and you need to show up in your business the way that you're going to service people, the way that it's going to align with those that you are working for and with and servicing. Who are you creating an impact with? Now, when you on that Saturday afternoon, you don't have to wear anything that resembles your style for your brand. But you need to be consistently showing up in a certain way with your personal brand. Excuse me. You need to be showing up consistently with your personal brand because that is what actually creates your personal brand, right? How are you showing up most of the time for your business? That is how people are going to talk about you, remember you, and see you. And the way that you do it needs to be very, very intentional, which is why I'm going to walk you through the process of creating your iconic personal brand image. All right. So, what we're going to do today, and this is what we're going to do today, is you're going to pick some work core values that you want to be seen in your business. Since you are the face of your business, you're going to have to communicate those core values. So, what are some values that you want your brand to be seen as? And here is a list of some core values that you can choose from. And of course, you can pick from a whole another list if there's another word, but pick two or two or three core values that you want to be seen as. Do you want to be seen as beautiful, bright, bold, soft, spunky, joyful, innovative? Maybe you want to be funny. What are some ways that you need to be seen? If you are a health coach, you might want to be seen as healthy and fit and a coach or a mentor or authority, right? And then you need to pick another word that you desire to be seen as your desired image. So this could be, I mentioned earlier, a coach, a mentor, a pioneer, a promoter, an encourager, or a cheerleader. How do you want to be seen? What is your desired image? So take two or three core values for your business and then your image that you want to be seen as. Put those words together. And that is how you need to filter everything for your business, including the clothes that you are wearing, the pictures you are taking. What are those posts that you're putting out online? They need to be filtered through your style icon personal brand. Okay. So, knowing what those are, take some time. Really ponder and think about these. This is like important. This is what you're telling the world of how you want to be seen. And maybe you already know what those words are, but maybe you don't, and that's okay too. Really think and ponder about what you would like those words to be and how you desire to be seen. How do you want to be seen in your business? And you're positioning yourself in your industry with these words. So these are filters that you are going to run yourself through, but also make sure it's in alignment with where you want to be seen in your industry. These are going to position you in your industry. That's why these are important words for you to think about. That's the very first thing that you need to do to start seeing yourself and allowing other people's to see you that way too. Okay. When you have your words picked, you've picked your words, and now you need to go to your personal style. What are some outfits that you currently have that match those 3 to 4 words? We don't want to use too many words, right? We want to make sure it's very clear. Maybe you want to be bold. What are some bold ways that you can show up in your industry? What are some bold ways that you can dress from your closet? What do you have that are some bold outfits? And maybe you're struggling a little bit with this. Maybe you go to your closet and you're not really seeing the outfits that match the words that you are going to use to position yourself in your industry. Totally fine. You guys, this is a process. I also recently did a podcast on the makeover overnight change does not exist. This is a gradual process because you're taking something from your head and you're taking it out of your mind of how you want to be seen, how you want to dress, what do you want your personal style to be. You're taking it out of your mind and pulling it out into a wardrobe, finding those pieces, and then learning how to create them. It's a process. And it's a lie that we think that we've been told that this can happen really quickly or that we should already have this done by now. No, why would you? Nobody's taught you how to do this. Nobody's taught you. And so why would you know how to do this? This is not something that you are born instinctively knowing. This is higher level. And things like, those immediate needs, like you need to have shelter, you need to have clothing that's going to protect you. But we're taking this way higher than protecting. Okay. We're taking getting dressed that a 4-year-old can do, and we're using it as a tool to grow your business, attract the clients that you want, that and position your knowledge, your expertise in your industry. This is not low level stuff, guys. This is not shelter. This is not keeping you warm. And so this is something, it's a skill that you can learn, though. You absolutely 100% can learn this, just like you've learned everything else, just like you learned how to drive. Okay. You can learn it. It's just going to take some time and attention. And if you don't, if you decide to not use this tool, you're going to be left behind in your industry. You're going to, because there is just so much noise out there. And there's so many people in there saying they're doing the same thing that you're doing in all industries. It's not like changing your industry is going to solve that problem. Every industry is saturated. How are you going to stand out in your industry and showcase yourself as an expert? The way that you can do it is through your personal brand visual image, how you are showing up consistently with how you look, how you're deciding to tell the world to believe about you, what to know about you, so that you can attract your ideal clients to work with. So, I want to invite you to join my Iconic Women Mastermind. This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're going through each of these 4 phases to take you through on this entrepreneur journey of creating that iconic personal brand image. We're going to those 4 phases that I showed you earlier, the foundations, the essential, the high level styling, and then eventually to that iconic personal brand is what we are going to be doing for 12 months inside the Iconic Women Mastermind. I just took a small group through phase 1, and it has been so amazing to see these women where they started off with their headshots and how they were standing in their photos, and to see how much they've learned in that short time. I mean, we're just almost, we have a couple weeks left, and such a dramatic difference inside the Iconic Women Mastermind. It's been so much fun, and I cannot wait to take you through all 4 of these phases so that you can really stand with confidence. So, in the Iconic personal brand, you have your brand image alignment. It's aligning with your visual image with how you want to be seen, those core values that we talked about, and how you want to be seen in your industry. But it also is about creating scroll stopping images so that you can build your personal brand, right? You can't just have your brand image and be in your house and nobody see you, right? Need to be seen. And the number 3 thing that we really focus on is your confidence. Now, really, this is something that is building up through the 4 phases. But when you get to that 4th phase, you are so confident in who you are. So I'm going to put a link below this video where you can book a call with me and to learn more about the Iconic Women Mastermind. Prices are going up in 2 weeks. So get in while it is at its best price, and let's go. Let's go. Let's make 2024 your style era. Let's make this year. You're going to be confident. You're going to know it looks good on you. You're going to know how to present yourself in photos to really shine in 2024. All right. Love you guys. Until next week, think like a style icon. Bye bye.